TemplateMonster presents.
Hello there. People often ask me how to make people visit my blog. I'd say the correct form of this question would be how to make my blog good enough for people to want to visit it. In this case, answering the question becomes a lot easier, and you just have to make sure that your blog has three essential components of the strategy that every successful blog should have. The first component is the valuable content. Well, blogs are, that's what they are all about, the content. And what you post has to have value. That's the biggest thing about your blog and about your content. Just make sure you do not post junk content, that you always post something valuable. You should write about what you're good at, what you're expert at, and make sure that what you post is consistent. This means that one topic equals one blog article. Then the second component of the successful blog is the user-friendly design. We can divide this section into two subsections. They're not equally important, but I'll tell you about both of them. 80% of this component is the quality design on the technical side, which means the WordPress theme. This includes the style of how the WordPress theme is coded. The WordPress theme has to have readable text styles. It has to be mobile friendly, which means that people can read your content from various devices. And the remaining 20% of this component is the content organization, which means how you arrange the blog article that you post. This means that when you prepare the article, when you prepare the text, you make sure that the content is scannable, that it's easy to read, and it's easy to perceive. Use small paragraphs of text. Don't post articles with big chunks of text because they're very hard to read, and people are always on the run, and it's hard for them to read big sections of text. And no matter how valuable your content is, it's going to be a waste of time because people won't be able to read it, will not want to read it. Make lists. When you count some stuff that you post about, do not post them in one line. Just make sure you make a list because it's a lot easier to understand and to scan with the eye. Use sufficient amount of headings in your text because that's also very helpful in terms of scannability of your content. And of course, use images because they're just fun, and people love images. People love visual components in your content. And the last but not least is the on-page search optimization. Even though you write your content for people primarily, you have to think about how people will get to this content. And in most cases, the biggest source of traffic for your blog would be the search engine. This means that your post, your content has to be arranged accordingly. It has to be composed according to the guidelines of search engines, and to make it scannable for search engines, and to make sure the content and its elements are optimized for the keyword that you want people to get to your post from. Make a checklist of search optimization actions that you have to take before posting the content. make keyword research before you start writing. This means that you have to know what people will search for and how they will, with what keywords they will get to your article. Then when you have keyword located, you have to optimize the text. You have to optimize the article title, optimize the URL, which is the web address, optimize images, and perhaps some additional stuff, but these are essential ones. And to make things easier for you, you may install search engine optimization plugins for your WordPress installation. This will simplify the process greatly, and you will be able to take these actions step by step, and just to make sure you don't forget anything. One good plugin for this would be Yoast, or I don't know, whatever it's called. It's basically a checklist of search engine optimization actions that you have to take before your post goes live. There are tons of other ones that will be good for this purpose. Just Google search for WordPress SEO plugins, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of results that will work fine for you. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Feel free to ask questions in the comments. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Do you want to get an answer to any question regarding webmastering and getting your business online? Visit TemplateMonster.com/startup-hub to learn how you can bring your ideas to life.